So there I was, minding my own business, thinking, oh boy, I can't wait to go home and edit the funny 2-hour long, almost, review, kind of every single Mario RPG, and I look at my phone and, oh, what is this? A Nintendo Direct? Huh. Now, I suspected, as well as the rest of the population of the planet, that we would be getting a Nintendo Direct during September, which, yeah, I mean, we've gotten one for every single other September for the past couple of years, so we very likely were. Though, as the month went on, the certainty got less and less. But no, here we are with one tomorrow. And a much later one than usual. Well, apparently. A lot of people are saying that it's later, but So, what is gonna happen? Now, let's get this out of the way. Smash Brothers. Can this just end? Right, can we just end this cycle of, oh boy, the next character is gonna be so cool, oh no, disappointment, or oh, they were cool, the next one's gonna be even better, or I predict this character's coming, no, that character can't show up, they smell funny, you smell funny, you don't have parental figures, oh, I'm just kind of sick of that whole thing. Can we just get it over with now? Who's it gonna be? As I discussed in my Smash Brothers prediction video, whatever thing that I made not too long ago that nobody watched, I don't know. There's no way to tell. I can tell you who I hope for. My number one pick would be Funny Waluigi, though I wouldn't be too opposed to Paper Mario or Waffle. And then everyone else, I just could not care less about. I mean, except for Sans Undertale, that would be a fun character. But yes, Smash Bros, let's just out of the way, please, be gone. Speaking of things that there's no way to tie these two things together. Switch Pro, what are you, what? I genuinely don't get why people think we're getting the Switch Pro. Like, people thought we're getting that back in E3, when they very clearly stated that this presentation will focus on games. Like, well, can you not read? I know all Nintendo fans can't read, but can you not read? Look, I want a Switch Pro as much as any reasonable person with at least half a brain, okay? The Switch is lacking in power in so many bloody ways. I mean, for Christ's sake, the new Terraria update? Yeah, that's coming the 30th of this month to systems finally. Except the Switch, because it kind of blows when it comes to power. Look, I get it, okay? It is portable, but Steam Deck looks pretty darn powerful. What's your excuse, Nintendo Bro? And also, the OLED hasn't even released yet, which I guess it's not uncommon for them to announce two new models at the same time, one slightly more costing one actual upgrade, but I don't know. With the fact that once again they specifically stated that it's going to be focusing on games releasing during this winter season, we're not. Speaking of that, games that release this winter season, so Metroid is in autumn, so hopefully we won't see any more of that. Look, Nintendo, once you showed the title Metroid Dread and like the first little bit of gameplay, I was sold, okay? You did not need to expand and then show us like 60% of the game. I've had to purposefully avoid as much as I can from them, because I don't want to see that. Now, also, in autumn, but, you know, they might show it off a little bit. It could just be from now till the end of this winter season, who knows, but Mario Party Superstars, a game that I am quite excited for, because you see, I like Mario Party quite a lot, so it'd be good to have a Mario Party that's good again, instead of one that smells funny and looks at me in a weird way and I feel real uncomfortable. Speaking of really uncomfortable, Pokemon! That's coming out November 19th. Winter doesn't start till like halfway through December or something, I don't know, I don't know things. This one, once again, I could see it getting talked about, though at the same time, a lot of the time, saying time a lot, you know, Pokemon games aren't really featured in, you know, Nintendo Directs, they're more in their own little special Pokemon Directs, which I have never watched because I could not care less about the Pokemon franchise. Like, you know, X and Y, yeah, I had enough fun with those, I guess, but just Speaking of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Wait, that's one that actually looks interesting. Nope, I haven't really talked about this game all too much. It looks really interesting. I love how they're actually changing it up a little, you know, something that Pokemon's needed since 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, every single generation. You know, the games just haven't changed enough. Sure, there are still some great ones in there, but, you know, like, look at Mario, look at how that's evolved, look at how even first Mario Bros, right? Compare that to the first one on the DS, there's so many wee differences, but, you know, enough things to keep the same so you know that it's the same franchise. Pokemon, I mean, it looks better, there's a good couple new elements, but it's still mostly the same game at heart. But this, you know, completely changes things. Very nice, very nice. Splatoon 3. We've been told that it is in 2022. Seems to be a similar case with Breath of the Wild 2, where it's using a lot of the same assets and the same engine, which means we'll be waiting 4 years for it. Ha 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 ha. I don't know. They've said 2022. To me, that sounds more like a summer release or a, you know, December release, not really a beginning of the year release. If it was the beginning of the year release, then they probably would have said so back in E3, so we won't be seeing that in this. Maybe. Mario and Rabbids also 2022, though once again that seems more like a summery, December title, because once again, they didn't give us a release date. Same with Breath of the Wild 2, I think. They did not give us a release date. Woo. And that's pretty much everything. So, for Nintendo's lineup of winter games, we've got Pokemon Arceus, Pokemon Remake, but debatable if that one's winter or not, and Mario Party, which is also debatable whether it's I almost said Easter, whether it's winter or not. Easter games, who cares? So, the fact that they've specified, you know, winter games makes me think that they might be dropping more titles. Now, Nintendo isn't exactly a stranger to quick drops. You know, during, you know, 2020, we got quite a bit of those with funny Paper Mario and funny Pikmin. But here's what I think. I think that we might be receiving, now this might be a shock. I know you might be completely shocked by hearing this, but I think we might be seeing more systems on NSO. What? Oh, that's surprising. Yeah, look, in my previous video I've already talked about it a little bit. In this video I'm also talking about it a little bit. Look, I don't like to repeat myself, but I'm gonna repeat myself. Yeah, they filed a new thing for a controller, and rumors have been just everywhere, just literally in every single crevice of a Nintendo discussion. There's somebody going, hey, by the way, there's these systems, and there's these systems. So I hope to God that we are getting an NSO update. I love Nintendo's old systems. The new games are poopy. They smell funny, and looked at me funny. There's a lot of funny, but not in the good way. I really do hope that's N64. I could not care less with the Game Boy. The best situation would be just all of them. Like, literally all of them, including the bloody 3DS. Like, that would be chaotic, that would be hell, because they'd be putting so much effort into porting the touchscreen games onto the Switch that we wouldn't get new ones, but you know what? Worth it. Now, let's talk about the possibility of new games, because, you know, that's not entirely out of the picture. We might actually be seeing little bits of new games, so alright, let's get this out of the way. I want to see a new Mario and Luigi game. What? That is quite shocking. I know. Yeah, it's a joke at this point. I would love to see a new Mario and Luigi game. We are scarily close to being 1,000 days since the last one. Now, I don't know how big a gap between titles has been before. I'll have to look into that, but who knows? Maybe this is the biggest. I mean, it's only been, what, 3 years? And there's been much bigger gaps, but maybe this is the biggest. Who knows? I really, really do hope we get a new one soon, because it is amazing, and deserves a new title more than Paper Mario, because let's be honest, look at that timeline over there where they got a new Mario and Luigi game in 2020. 2020 looked a lot brighter for them. Right, with that out of the way, let's talk about rumored games. Oh boy, I sure do love rumors. See, the thing about rumors is that they'll either make it so the surprises are worsened, or make you disappointed, because the funny leaker people either got it wrong, or they were doing a little bit of trolling. So, take all these with a funny grain of salt. Donkey Kong. Sure. Haven't really played out any of the 2D Donkey Kongs yet. That's one of the things that I'm wanting to do, but I've got a big boy backlog. Now I am a true gamer. Paper Mario 64 remake. If they're going to remake Paper Mario 64, they'd have to do quite a bit if they would also be putting N64 games on Nintendo Switch Online. Like, they would have to remake all the models with proper new graphics, add in a good chunk of new gameplay as well. Maybe have like a plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey mode, but it doesn't suck horribly. Make it so it's actually fun, or like it's a new chapter or another chapter in the game, but you play as this character. Something like that would be really nice. Mario Odyssey 2. Now, every single Direct has its big finale and a strong opening. Now, the strong openings as of late has been Smash Bros, which means for me it's a cold opening. Ha 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 ha. So, that looks very weird in Audacity. So, what would the big finale be? There's two games that come to mind, and they both have the word Mario in them. See, Mario Odyssey, fantastic, I love it. As you can tell by my really garbage, poopy, stinky Let's Play of it, which is worse than the Paper Mario one, please don't ask me how. I love that game from the second I picked it up, and I still quite enjoy it. Now, it may suck to 100%, like, oh my god, this is reaching sunshine levels of stinky poopy, but it's still quite good. The big thing I hate about that game is that there wasn't enough of it, which is why a sequel, or DLC, would have been really, really nice to have. Back in, 2019, and then it was 2020, and now it's 2021, so I hope we do see a sequel to this game. It desperately needs one. I also hope the main character is Waluigi. Like, that's never gonna happen, but like, imagine a reprise of Jump Up Superstar but sung by Waluigi doing acapella. I said words right. That would be just fantastic. Speaking of Mario Kart 9. I mean, Mario Kart Tour is technically Mario Kart 9, but shushy. New Mario Kart, oh my god, Mario Kart 8 has lasted for so long. People, right, who were born when that game came out, are now playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's just, what? That is very abnormal to think about. That game came out so long ago, and then 8 Deluxe came out right when the Switch came out, which, hey, look, a Mario Party, not Mario Party, Mario Kart that a lot of people didn't play. Cool. Still, just, no, why? Just give us a new one. Just something. What would I want to see in a new one? Now, that is an interesting question and a half. I don't really know. I'd like it to have a deeper story, I guess. Well, not a deeper story, but, a little bit more of a single-player mode than all the previous titles have had. Like, look at Crash Team Racing. Never played it, but it has a story mode that looks quite enjoyable. So, put that in there. Don't put the microtransactions in there. That would be a bad idea. Besides, you already have Mario Kart Tour for that. Ha ha ha. Speaking of costumes, maybe put that in. That could be a fun little thing. Just steal a bunch of the ones that are already in Tour and upgrade them to switch up graphics. Actually, if they downgrade them to switch up graphics, haha, because the Switch is underpowered. Also, why haven't you added in Paper Mario characters yet? Or Mario and Luigi? Or Luigi's Mansion? Like, I forget if they have added EGAD yet. They did make a, King Boo that actually looks like King Boo. Proper no sleep and all. But, I don't know, a lot of characters just really overdue for the series. I want to see Funny Fawful Man, Funny Bean Smile, driving about his little car. Darkstar, that could be fun. Starlo, I don't care about Starlo. I'm kind of sick of them. Bring back other characters, but you know what? Sure, put them in the card. They don't have arms. They'll manage. I want to see more of characters. Speaking of more tracks, give us all the tracks. Give me every single track. I love tracks. I want another game with Waluigi and Waluigi Pinball at the same time. Battle mode, give us that. I sure love battle mode. Anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I've heard this being tossed about quite a lot now, and I personally don't care. Xenoblade just looks like, no thank you, please, no thank you, no, don't, stop it now. I don't like Xenoblade, don't like Xenoblade 2, don't like Xenoblade X, I don't like Xenoblade. If we were to receive the third one and that was your big finale, that would be just disgusting and make me feel ill. Now, another idea I've heard passed about, but never really said in a rumor, to my knowledge, which, you know, rumors aren't always right. Sometimes things get released that they didn't even predict, so who knows? A new 2D Mario game. We haven't received an entirely new one since the Wii U. Wait a minute, that one wasn't entirely new. Ha 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 ha, yes. New Super Mario Bros. Series. Look, I'm just saying, 1 and 2, great. Wii, it's alright, I guess. Wii U, what are you thinking? No thanks. Wii U Deluxe, do you know how much you caused on the internet? Right, I would love to see a new one on one condition. You know the amazing battle mode in DS? Bring that back with 4 players and a bunch of new maps, and the old ones remastered. Like, imagine the chaos of 4 players all trying to fight each other over Star. Like, that would be just insane. You know, 2 players getting the giant mushrooms at once. You know, Switch can handle that, probably. No, it cannot. Wario Land? I've seen once for it. That would be pretty neat. I love Wario Land 4. It is a great achievement. Now, the one last thing I would like to talk about is an Xbox and Nintendo, or Microsoft and Nintendo collaboration. This rumor has been passed about by this one particular person who's gotten a fair bit right in the past. So, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what it could be. It could just be Game Pass on Switch, which, you know what? That'll be quite cool. There's a good amount of games on Game Pass that'd be cool to play on the go. As well as Banjo-Kazooie on a Switch. Like, that's perfect. I'm surprised that hasn't happened already. Could just be Rare Replay on Switch, which would also be kind of cool as well, because that also is Banjo-Kazooie. And the game with the funny squirrel that says no words. Before we end this off, though, I'm going to pull a Tomodachi Life, which is also a game I'd like to see on the Switch, and ask Islanders of their opinion. None of them cared. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm just so ridiculously excited. There is going to be a Nintendo Direct in 5.5 hours. That's pretty neato. Also, I'm not super excited. Unlike E3, I'm just not as excited as normal, which can mean one of two things. Either the Direct will feel very numb for me, where something big happens, the Direct will feel exponentially better. So who knows, maybe going into a Direct with a less than super duper ecstatic mindset will be just beachy. Anyway, what do you want to see in the Direct? Also, I will be streaming the thing, because why not? Anyway, bye-bye, see you later. Get out.